Frame rates. Frame rates. Too many people on the map. Oh no. I think I can do something about that. Welcome back to Blacksmith Master, everybody, as we continue our goal of getting all of the Steam achievements. And I don't know what happens in the last patch or whatever, but my performance has dipped big time. Oh yeah. Now I only have a few achievements left, so I think I can speed this up a little bit by getting rid of all these customers, because I think these customers coming into my store is a big deal. We have this done. If there's something valuable in here, then I get that achievement. If not, then whatever. I just swing and a miss again. The chest shines with rare goods and precious finds. It's all worth a stunning 85,300 gold. Oh, yeah. There's that achievement. Okay, so now we're all about the blueprints is where we're going now. Everything's about blueprints now, trying to unlock those. Here are my remaining achievements. They're not very many of them, okay? And all of those achievements, none of them involve the store. I've had somebody comes in and is like, the store is useless. Just ignore the store. Don't do the store. You don't need the store. And I'm like, well, that's a really core part of the game. I wanted the store. You know, building up a big thing and selling everything was originally the objective. But if the Steam achievements are the objective, then this entire top floor is not really serving me very well towards that end. So what I could do is just delete the entire store, and I think that would probably free up my I think that would free up my frame rates quite considerably, wouldn't it? So if I come over here to my blacksmiths, this is what I need to do now if I want to have this done. I need to basically move everybody over to work for merchants, right? I need to basically shift everyone's attention so where they're all working on merchant contracts, and this is going to clear those merchants really fast. I mean, I am more than doubling the pace that I'm making things for merchants, right? So that's a big deal. So we're just going to move everybody over here. All right. Now there's nobody crafting for racks anymore, which is fine with me. Now we also don't need a whole lot as far as pottery and stuff goes. We don't need a whole lot of that. You guys are focusing on crafting pottery, but that's only a focus. They don't have to focus that because we don't have any merchants that want pottery stuff. But we're going to shift everyone away from crafting for the racks and have them focus instead on the merchants. Now we still have a lot of inventory though, so I'm going to let the game go a little bit longer here. We still have a lot of inventory, and I do want to get through that at least, you know, because I also had another goal of mine, which is to get to 1 million gold, and that's going to happen too. Mostly just because I want to see whether it lets me go to 1 million. I suspect it will, because I think there's enough room in this area to put a 1 here. But I just want to see it. It's not an achievement to get to 1 million gold, although it should be, man. It should be. All right, so any contract that has blueprints, that's what we want. If we don't have it, we'll refresh the list and get that going again. We could probably work with gold again. I think we'll do this one just because there's gold involved. Because we can make things. Eventually, these contracts are going to have us making really high-level things. I would assume so. So if I come down here now, do I get? Oh, you know what? I probably need. Let's change my assistants as well. So some of these are restocking raw resources, crafting ingots, transferring ingots. Those are all fine. It's the transfer items bit. We want people to be switched up, focusing on these. Now, I'm pretty sure they'll still do what they're supposed to do. Like, they're still going to bring them to the merchant. That's still going to happen, in my opinion. I think anyway. Because if there's nothing for the shop, then they will defer to that. They'll start with that. But if we're not stocking shelves anymore, then we really don't need this many people doing this, you know? So I could have them, like, for example, Miles here. I could move him to making ingots. I could have you making steel. I could take somebody like Hamlin here, or Josephine. Yeah, Hamlin, I guess, is probably better for this. I have you making more iron, right? So I can do those types of things to speed them up. And then if I want to speed up things even more, I take this Eric guy and I lay him off. And I start getting rid of staff. That would be one thing to do as well, and that might speed up the frame rates. So my hope is that if I eliminate... I've shown what you could do with the store now, right? We could have kept going with the racks, but I have my goals, and I'm going to stick to it. And I think that You know, also the game gets, a lot of games like this get the same way, right? The late game gets very hurry up and wait. It makes sense. Like you do something really quick, and then you're like, okay, cool, I did it. And then after that, you really don't have much to do, and so you sort of just watch the game play itself, right? And that happens with a lot of games. And so to try to mitigate that, you know, shift gears, pivot to what your goal is, and do it. Keep things fresh for yourself, you know. We don't need this anymore, so I'm thinking the rake. Yeah, we can just do a simple rake. It's blueprints. That's what we need is blueprints. So we'll do that. Hello, frame rates are back. Beautiful. So if there's any shelves here that are empty, we'll want to eliminate them. So we're going to get rid of this empty shelf. All of these shelves are empty here too, so we'll get rid of those. And this is going to prevent people from, you know, coming to the store, at least a little bit, because these things here, they all add customer capacity. And so this is going to bring down, we're going to have less people coming to this shop now. We don't need as many decorations anymore either. Looks like pretty much every shelf here is bare except for that one right there. The short hoe remains. So we're going to go like this. Or is that the long hoe? What is this one? Is this the long one? It's the long hoe. Okay. Makes sense that would stick around longer than the short hoe. All right, there we go. And then, well, you know, we'll take some of the shelves away if they're empty. You know, it just means we're not selling that item anymore, and we're also not going to spend time making it anyway, so it doesn't matter. We can get a little bit of money back for that too. I mean, there's a little bit of a refund there. So our stores won't look quite as good anymore, but you know what? That's okay. Oh, I can't delete all of them in mass? Oh, I can. Sell alls up there. Cool. We can just move this one over here for a second. And so there will still be customers coming, but there won't be as many because there aren't as many products to buy. And so they will buy the remainder of our products in our stores, and then we'll close up shop, and that's fine. There we go. We could, we're just going to focus only on the merchants now to get that achievement. I think all the bows are good now too. Yep, we can get rid of all those. And all the jewelry shelves are sellable as well. Nope. Yes. Here we go. So all the jewelry shelves are sold. Shelves are wow, I can't speak. We'll sell all the rugs. Here we go. Sell these rugs too. We just have such a huge bonus now to customer count. And I want to get rid of all the rugs because that's contributing to our total customers and our 100% bonus. So we kind of need to sell, I think, all decor items, really. Can you just sell all of them? Yeah, all the rugs can go. There we go. Just wiping all of our pretty stuff is gone. All right. Now, if any of you guys want, and I don't know why you would want this, but if you do, if any of you guys want the state of my blacksmith, right? If I can share my save, if anyone wants the way it was and you want to import it into your own game or whatever, I can share my save. Okay, I think I can probably do that. And then you guys can just have a save file. Just do this. Just like, yeah, like this. Wait, hang on. Don't do these. Just keep these. I know, I'm like a miser. Must have every single bit of gold. There we go. Sell these little banners over here too. We're still not seeing my total customer count drop. I may not be able to get down that low. 19,900 and I out of 6,000. Yeah, I'm not getting low enough for that. So whatever, we're just gonna leave it the way it is now. But I think that's reduced customer count considerably, right? We're only gonna get 471 now, and that should keep my frame rates up and should make the performance of continuing to play better. Now, for the blueprints, we're just going to spend a lot of our points in unlocking them and getting them to at least rare because that is the objective. So we're going to unlock them and get them to rare and then kind of not do anything with them after that. And then, you know, we may end up using them, right? It's possible that we will end up making some of these things. But it's going to be made for merchants instead, not for our own store racks. This looks better. I mean, it's not completely fixed, but maybe it's just the beginning of the day, everyone trying to figure out their pathing. We'll get there. Blacksmiths have level ups. That hasn't happened in a bit. Where is this? Mysterious. There you are. Work with metal. There you go. And nope. Like this, please. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, we should see these things complete way faster now, as everybody is focused only on this stuff, and we should see them all going into these chests. And I might need another one. I might need another chest. We'll see. These guys are just lingering. What are you doing? You're just standing around. You got benches that are available. Come on. Well, maybe not. No, because see, like, yeah, they're all reserved. All of these tables are reserved. Okay, we need to have more of those, even if it's at a messy spot. Let's take this grindstone here, get rid of that, and we're gonna put two more workbenches down, even if it's not in a good place. I think maybe, yeah, like this. Put one here, here, and here, just to give 3 additional workbenches for these guys to use, because I don't want them standing around doing nothing. If you have to walk, a longer walk is acceptable over standing around doing nothing. And then maybe having more of these wood cutting tables here. We might want to have more of those. If I fire a few people, I can afford to have I can afford to have less benches. I'm apparently not able to speak very well today. Yeah, it's going to be a non-speaking day. That's what happens when you stay up really late playing Car Dealer Simulator. I was just like, I need to try this game. I want something different. I'm looking for just to spice up my life with something different. What's this? And I tried to play it. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's just keep going. Before I knew it, it was 2:30 in the morning. All skills are at maximum level. He's going to cost me 1,000, but you know what? It's somebody that can move really fast. You know, bonus from customers and decorations. Don't think so. All blacksmiths walk at the same speed while carrying as they do empty-handed. Hey, that's pretty good. The other one I have is assistance. So this person's affecting the blacksmiths as well. We'll do that. Now the blacksmiths can all work really fast. Now they can all walk really fast too. I think that's worth more than the one single perfect blacksmith, because this one's just speeding up everyone. You know, hire one person that's maybe not as good as perfect, but in exchange they speed up, you know, 50 other people. That seems good. Yeah, I think that's great. We'll be leveling you up manually as well. Yeah, a little bit Dominic here. Let's kind of do that with you. Let's go. Highest skill is fine. All right, I'm all right with that. Let me here. Let's go like that. You know what? Let's do this, and then we'll go highest skill from there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there are no blacksmiths crafting for the racks. That's okay. Let's take a look at our racks and see. We don't have anything available. Okay, so these ones are empty. These ones are empty. All of these can go now. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. So this one's gone. All of these are gone. All of these are gone now. Get this message out of my way. This one can go. This one can go. We're almost out of everything. This is all the whole store is this. That's the only thing we sell are these cups. Do you want them or not? We don't really need this many cashiers anymore either. So let's find the cashiers that we didn't manually name. So Dwight, you're staying. Your Nero's staying. Mr. Alex is staying. I might want to change you guys and get you to another job. I think I'm going to repurpose you guys, and get you in another job. You're maxed out, but you don't need you. So lay off Phoebe. Yeah, I know. You're blue name too. It sucks. Dwight, we're going to get you to be a different job as well. And Naomi can be laid off now too. So I have, yeah, now we're down to just a mere 178 customers. And they may or may not purchase this beautiful looking goblet. Yes, the legendary silver goblet. Not even a gold goblet. Just the silver one, huh? And you have to walk up all these stairs in order to see that goblet too. Crazy. Look at them all just waiting in line. Like, this is what I need to avoid. They're all waiting in line for the wood tables. I need like an entire floor dedicated to woodworking. There are so many people waiting for woodworking stuff. I need to do something about that. Let me take this quench out. I'm going to shift these things around a little bit. And in this little gap here, it's not much, but it's something. In this little gap here, we're going to put some carpentry tables. So we'll have one here and here. Oh, I was really hoping to get... I have to make this really crowded if I'm going to do that. Maybe like this. Can you walk between it? It might work. I don't know if this is going to block their movement, but we'll put 4 carpentry tables there just to see what that does. Because we need more people to do this. I can't... Now, the good news is, right, it's 12. It's midnight, so I'm not really taking extra time right now, right? All of this is all happening instantaneously. Which I think is the other thing that they should probably fix in the game for balance purposes. I don't think people should be able to keep working after midnight, right? I don't think that should be a thing. I think what should happen here is that they all stop anyway, and then they get up off their benches, and they pick up right where they left off. Because otherwise, this is a ton of free labor. It's also, you know, kind of glitchy. Like, they're sawing for an abnormally long amount of time anyway, even though I'm speeding up time. It still takes them forever to saw, so it also takes a lot longer. It slows down the player as well. The player progression is and all that. So, like, the experience of waiting for everyone to finish sawing at the end of the day, that experience kind of sucks too. We'll refill all the ore. We shouldn't be using as much of it now, so I should start seeing all this stuff fill up now because of making way less stuff for the store and focusing in on some of these things. And like these things, like this is all wood, right? And this stuff is steel, but like this stuff takes a lot longer to create. These 2 items, they take longer to make, and so just inherently the, you know, the generation of ingots should be able to keep up and surpass the speed necessary to always have it in stock. We'll just like right click there a little bit just to give them a little bit extra. Yeah, we'll give the steel people just a little bit extra too. There you go. And maybe up top we'll just do a couple of right clicks, no big deal. But see, having to wait for all of this, which is cool. I mean, I could just go next day, but then I lose the raw resources that they all started to work with, and I just don't want to do that either. Okay, all done. So I hit the next day. All right, no blacksmiths for the crafting racks, and we have some checkout counters without people working in them. Yes, so that's okay. I want to see where these guys go. So let's go ahead and take that out. And our store is about to be real empty to the point where I can have, I don't know if I should do this, but upstairs, I could have like a dedicated woodworking area. It's like all the way upstairs seems like a really bad idea. What I probably should do is move all of my design people to the very top floor. Yeah, I probably should do that. And then I don't need to expand this part, but I could have like dedicated woodworking area, but then they're going to be walking up 2 flights of stairs to go work with the wood. And I don't know about that. I feel like probably move this whole floor here moves up to this one. This whole floor moves up to this one. And then when this floor is empty, I then essentially then make this, recreate it, and put it up top too. And then everybody's spread out. Maybe that's how I'll do it. Because we have to move faster. We need to be able to complete 250 merchant contracts as one of the other contracts too. So like everything is about merchants now. There we go. Ugh. So slow. See, longbow is all nothing but wood. I'd like to avoid that if I could. Maybe we'll refresh the list again. Here we go. Tomahawk is steel at least, so we're not going to be tied up with just wood tables. But I definitely need more woodworking because like merchants want that stuff. My store, I didn't really care, but the merchants definitely want that stuff, and they're all waiting in line. What a waste of time. Yeah, we got to do something about that. Now, I could start eliminating people. Could start firing people. I could. Tell you what we could do. We could start firing people in the silver mine maybe to get maybe less miners. They don't take up space though. Oh, no, that's not good. They don't take up the benches. They have their own thing. Yeah. Let's go like this and tell you to go high skill. Yeah. So I'd have to maybe get rid of like the lowest level. Sort by level here. Get rid of like the lowest level people here. Like Lavina here. She's making what, copper? I could lay off Lavina. You are carrying birchwood. I may not have somebody available to do that after this because I think I was only one person bringing birchwood in. So I might have to shift. Maybe we take one of the maybe Hamlin could do the birchwood, but nah, it's not good. That's fine. Leave the raw restore stalkers alone. I think maybe Josephine can go. Lay off her too. And that should allow me to get rid of another 2 benches now, I think. No, I must have miscalculated. Well, it's fine. You know, maybe we'll take... Is there like a really low-level blacksmith at this point? Make sure they're sorted by level. Yeah, but they're all blue names. So, like, they're all positive traits. I don't want to fire some people with, like, solid positive traits. Norman would be the lowest non-blue. And he's got decent skill. But nope. I need to free up some space here. I think I should be able to get rid of one of these benches now. Where'd it go? Where's the benches I was just removing right here? Can I get rid of this? All right. How many freaking employees do I have? Total number of people would be a great statistic to show me at a glance. Just saying. So I can do the calculations and say, hey, wait a minute. Divided by 3, you know, that's got to be enough. Come on. All right. What? Do I have to unpause it so they leave officially or what? That's 3 people. Come on. I just need the space. I need the space. Design. We can lay off one of our designers. There you go. You're gone. There's no excuse now. Thank you. Let's put this over here. Put you. Let's actually put a space here. Yeah, I need to keep walking. They need walking space. Okay. If I slide you there, then I could fit another, let's say another few carpentry tables way over here. Maybe I shift. I want the stuff to be closer, right? So maybe we put the quench there, maybe another quench here. We can put this chest over here now. There we go. The spare anvil, I think maybe this can just go. And then I can replace all of this with more of these tables. Yeah. So even more woodworking possible at a time. There's an awful lot of wood being worked in here now. Okay, we have 0 customer capacity now, so I should see performance improvement since there's a lot less people walking around. And so far that is the case. Yeah, I'm seeing a pretty good improvement in performance, definitely. Frame rates are up probably double what they were before. So that's nice. And all of the cashiers and stuff have been fired. So the cashiers have all been moved to being blacksmith. You guys have now learned how to be a blacksmith instantaneously. It's almost like they have YouTube or something in this time period. So Dwight, you are now a blacksmith working for, working in with the irons, you know, working for the man. We're also going to come down here. We've got Mr. Nero is here too. Kept you guys with the blue people and just sort of brought you in as blacksmiths. And then we have Mr. Airlinks there as well. So there you go. All of my named merchants were brought in as blacksmiths now. So we can get these 2 are complete. And let's go ahead and grab that one. And no, we want blueprints. Longbows. That's a lot of woodworking. Fine. Go ahead. Now I probably could just real quick find people who maybe only have specialization. Like you're very good with this, so why don't you, focus on metal items. All right, we can go and I can go through and do those types of things now, so that we make sure that the highest speed people do that. Yep. But that's gonna take a lot of time, and that's not very interesting to watch on video. I hear that clicking in menus like this is not very interesting for most people. Francis, you're not very good. I'm gonna lay you off. Francis isn't very good. Hildegard's not very good either. I think I can go ahead and lay this guy off too. And yeah, you're great with pottery specifically, but we have a lot less pottery going on right now. That lets me free up some space again. Real quick, let me just make sure our iron is all filled up. Make sure we're good there. Yep. Oh. So I can get rid of another bench. I want to bring in more of these woodworking benches. So maybe if I move this stuff, can I move this here and here? That's not bad. Slide these things over all the way. And then I can afford another carpentry bench here, and then probably another 2 here. Yeah, I'll leave the space kind of in the open. Yeah, let's put them back to back. It's fine. There we go. So just got to have more space for them to work with that stuff. I added more on the second floor. I need to add more on the first floor as well, so they don't all end up doing, like, there's a lot of lines, people just waiting in line. It's a thing. All right, let's refresh this list. Give me blueprints, please. And then on our list of blueprints, all I have is this. I'm almost to the point where I don't even need a scroll bar. We're gonna grab, let's go common sword, and we're gonna boost it up to only rare. Yeah, just unlock as many as we can, but then we'll boost them up only to rare. We don't need to go beyond rare to get the achievement, unless one of our contracts for the merchants demands a specific quality level, in which case then we'll boost that one up to that quality level to get that, as long as that contract is valuable to me. If it's gonna get me more blueprints, that kind of thing. Why don't we put these guys in order of level to where the lowest level ones are at the top? Can we do that? No? So I have to go all the way to the bottom only. I wish I could do reverse order, because generally the ones with the highest level, they don't have to level up as often. So it's the lower level ones that I have to keep going to, and I have to scroll down. I could put them in alphabetical, but that's completely useless. So yeah, let's get goblets, precise bows. I'm looking for speed, and I think the goblets are pretty fast to make, so we'll get that going. I guess it's more iron, like directly using iron. Yeah, look at all of them, just so little iron. No matter how much we do, we still need it. There we go. Just buy it. Yeah, so not making as much money now. Notice, not making as much money now. But it's fine. Merchants we have so much money now that I think at this point we're probably good and safe with. I don't want to do the rakes. It's all so much wood. Yeah, too much wood. But I think we're good now. If we take a loss every day, then we're not going to lose. Like, we're 1,000,000 gold, so whatever. It's fine. Man, the pottery floor is just sad now. The merchants just don't want pottery or jewelry. There just never are any merchants that want this stuff. So if you're focusing entirely on merchants, you really have no reason to venture forth into pottery, because there's never any contracts for it. It doesn't seem anyway. So this floor is kind of dead. The need for clay isn't completely dead, because there are some products, I think, that take clay. I might be wrong on that. Let's take a look at resources. I thought there were some like weapon stuff that took it, but maybe it's bronze. I probably saw bronze, yeah. But yeah, like clay just doesn't have a purpose right now without having it in your store. So I'm glad we went into the store and like experienced that stuff anyway, because otherwise, like, why? Like, what's the point of getting the emerald rings and stuff if you're only focused on merchants? I mean, just go after weapons, right? So these are all the blueprints we have left. We're very close to having them all. And every time I get one, I upgrade that item to at least rare quality. And so everything we have is at least rare right now. And I think once we get that, right, then we bring back the store if we want to. I could just bring back the store then. You know, it's all hands on deck for this. And I deleted the store and everything just because I didn't want anybody, I didn't want all the people coming in. But honestly, I could have just left the store exactly as it was and just deleted the checkout counters. I think that might have done the same thing. It's all right. I can just build it again. I build it back better is what I'll do. I'll put it all in more organized, and we'll specialize in higher quality goods instead of everything. It'll be fine. Yeah, so there are... I've seen as many as 50 items in this chest at once, which was kind of neat to see. And then they just vanished because all of the assistants came in and just took them all. Bang, bang, bang. Kind of makes me wonder what the heck they were doing that whole time. I think probably what it was is a big line of blacksmiths wanted to get in on it. I don't want you to do... Yeah, I think you're going to do the right skill. Yeah, I gotta up your level, your metalworking. And we're losing lots of money every day, but again, we're just barely over 1 million here. And if we just get one more wooden hammer, it's a wooden hammer. It's certainly a wooden hammer. One more, and I can clear that contract. Surely someone is working on it. Yeah, so one of these people sawing wood, it has to be. And the buying of iron is definitely annoying. Recommend, devs, I really recommend... I still stand by this. You need another iron mine. There needs to be 2 iron mines. Just similar as there's multiple forests, there needs to be another iron mine. At least one. Make it incredibly expensive. Like, you can make it cost $500,000 to unlock it, and I'm still okay with it. But it just needs to exist because there's not enough. There's just not enough iron mining in the game. And like, I have to constantly click these to keep them in stock in order for my people to not have to sit down and do nothing at the end of the day. And, you know, I want it to be very expensive. So people go and say, you know, I don't really know if I need to spend that kind of money on it right now, you know. So make the mine really expensive, definitely. But, you know, it needs to at least exist as an option because it's, yeah, having to babysit that is not the funnest thing in the world. Okay, so that's gone. And I believe that will be it. There's 5 blueprints here. Now 4. How many do I have left to unlock here? So there's 2. Okay, so I do need more than that. We'll get the Shadow Strike here. We'll get the Silver Mace. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, so 13 total. So I do have a need for more of them. More blueprints. I don't want to do tankards, man. 194 of these tankards. Come on now. Give me something more interesting. And I don't need any chests anymore. I don't need design points anymore. I'm barely spending them as is now. I don't really want wooden pitchforks, man. Like, the merchants just need to have better items. They need to request pottery. They need to have some of that. I would like them to request jewelry, but... that's probably a bit outside that makes sense, not wanting jewelry, because I don't think I've even gotten gems now, do I? Oh, I do have gems in stock now, yeah. So I can actually make diamond necklaces and shit now. But it doesn't show that being in the warehouse, oddly enough. So now I'm wondering, I mean, did I just receive this? Did it just now happen? Because these are full, and this is not evenly divisible by 48. So am I just sacrificing some quantity of gems by not having these available? Where is it? Here. So if I change you to be... I'll change you to be emerald. Sorry. You to be emerald. You can be ruby. You can be ruby. And then you are going to change to diamond, and you should shift to the other one, but you didn't. Did I just lose it? It's this topaz. Yeah. Did I just lose rubies for that? Because it said it was going to shift, but I don't have evidence of that. Let's move you over a little bit like that. And then I think I want to change. I need to do something different with these, I think, to have more topaz. Maybe we'll just go like that. It's fine. Yeah. So more topaz possible there, and then more emeralds. Maybe the rubies will get brought back. Are they going to the warehouse? Maybe they go to the warehouse, but we don't have a visual of how many there are. I guess this will prove it, right? If they bring up the rubies. But like how? Because I don't have anybody... I don't have any assistance being told to move them. So I think I just lost all the rubies for doing that, which was really stupid. I should have just moved it over instead of replacing it. That was really dumb, but I was just curious because like, how do you... I don't have any assistance at all being told to go and bring gems in. You know, like they restock iron, they restock copper, right? But I don't have anyone restocking gems. And yet they just appeared there. So I think that's just, I think you just lose them. I think we are going to have to bring the store back at the end of this because we're losing a lot of money. These merchant contracts, they don't pay very much. You do a lot of work like this. You put your people all into this item that's pretty low on the, you know, on the value per item is pretty low. So you end up making 168 items, but only get 30 grand for it plus the blueprint, right? And like, that's okay. You know, 200 small pots for 41 grand sounds like it's a lot of money, 41 grand. But if you were to spend the same amount of time to make, you know, 120 vases, I mean, you're going to make like 5-6 times this much money. And it's definitely about that. So while we are focusing on getting blueprints more than anything, and that's, wow, it's, there we go. We're focusing on getting blueprints pretty much exclusively until we have them all. I think at that point, then I switch back to doing no merchant contracts at all and go entirely store at that point. And I think at that point, we just make so much money that it won't matter because we'll have all the gems and stuff we can work with too. The topaz and all that stuff. We'll do nothing but trade routes and store. So kind of like the opposite of what we're doing right now. I do still have the trade routes active as far as my staff goes. I still have that going, but that's just so I can build up some kind of supply of the gems. And it's taking a while, actually. So I might start shifting people over to that task as well. So we have nobody crafting for racks at all right now. Quite a few people on trade routes. And then we also have Steven here. I just got... He's a perfect guy. So, you know, there's that too. Because I'm running out of special perks that matter. You know, certain things I don't think stack. So you can't say, hey, everybody walks the same speed when they have stuff and when they don't have stuff. Okay, you're not going to get much more on that. We're also getting a little bit low on wood now, interestingly enough, so I'm gonna have to have somebody stocking it a little bit better here. I think we're not stocking it quite well enough. That's interesting. But once we open up the store, I think that'll change because we'll start using less wood. Right now, we're like kicking out 200 wooden spoons, you know? Like instead of using 200 wood on 200 wooden spoons, how about we use 200 wood on like 100 precise bows? You know, something like that, where the value is way higher for the material cost. Our margins are better. And that's why we would make more money with that. Because I had, what, 1.1 million? When I started this whole transition, I got up to like a 1. I think it was like 1.08 or something like that. And now I've got less than 150 grand. So I'm losing a lot of money per day. There was one day here where I was still profitable because I just waited until the morning to accept like 3 of the contracts. That was the only reason why. And I only made 10 grand. Every other day I'm losing like 76 grand, $66,000, $71,000 lost. You know, this is how expensive it is to get all these blueprints, but you know, we'll bring the store back pretty soon here. I have 5 contracts left to go to get the blueprints, and then I only have, well, that will get me to 8 total. So I actually need 1 more after this, and then we're good. So let's go ahead and unlock this. We'll get them all to at least rare. Needs, you know, more pottery. We'll get the gold bracelet later too. So we have 5 in the queue, right? And there's 6 left. So we complete one of these, which will be the top one here first. And then all I have to do is accept one more. And then that will be all the blueprints I require. So right there. And let's go ahead and do it with a metal hammer. So that's it. I don't need any more merchant contracts for blueprints. That's it. So now I can start maybe getting the store going again, I think. And I can start looking at designing the store again. And you know what? I'm going to do that with you guys in the next video. Okay. So this one is done. Tomorrow's video, I'll post another one tomorrow. That will be our finale for Blacksmith Master. Okay. And we'll have a lot of higher end stuff in here. We'll have a whole decorated store. We'll spend some time decorating a really good store. And then I can save it, and then I can share that save, I guess, if you guys want to have that save or whatever. But it's not really worth having the save. Like I even have 2 decorations just lingering here. But I'm gonna get all that stuff taken care of for the next video. Okay, so we'll have a really kick-ass store on the top, and then we'll pretty much stop doing merchants and only doing store and trade routes, making sure that we have a great supply of the gems and stuff to sell some really high-end jewelry and see how much money we can make every day with that. Okay, take care. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.